Welcome everybody, Labyrinth Lifers, Season 2, Episode
18.
Yeah, I like Jeff saying it. I believe last week, we ended with the party returning to the Burgomaster's house, and everybody recuperating. I believe Thanon was still drunk, if I remember correctly.
That is correct.
What time was it? Were we gonna sleep? Did we sleep? Were we just partying until Aramil?
Aramil just got back.
Yeah,
I think it was. Let's see. If you guys left the winery in the morning, it's only 3 or 4 miles away. So, I mean, it's probably noon now because it didn't take you that long. Whatever happened at the fountain didn't take that long.
Right.
Aramil didn't spend like an hour or something up at the...
No, he got his ass out of there. He hightailed it right after he... yeah. So it's about noon, 12:30-ish. So... Aramil, I don't know if we went over this. Aramil, you're just getting back to the Burgomaster's house from
I got back and talked to everybody.
Okay, just.
Hey guys, just I talked to everybody last time. I just said I explained what happened up at the place, and then started drinking with everybody.
Okay. All right. So while you guys are
pissed at Thanon.
yeah. While you guys are chilling with the Burgomaster, there's a knock at the door. Yep.
Who goes there?
Burgomaster, get it. His house.
He goes to answer it, and
Is it Strahd?
there's this really handsome man in robes that is at the door. He says, "Greetings. I am here to speak to the Burgomaster." And Kreskov says, "Yes, I am the Burgomaster. State your business." He pauses, nods, and says, "I come to you, Burgomaster, because I heard of your tragic news. I understand you lost your son last week, correct?" And you see his wife in the back sort of perk up.
I knew it. Dead kid.
What?
I knew it. It was a dead kid.
So you see the Burgomaster, his face sort of darken when he says this. And he says, sort of in a low voice, "What reason have you to ask me about my family affairs, especially one of this nature? You are a stranger, sir. I encourage you to tread lightly." The guy kind of pulls back. He says, "I assure you, I mean no harm here. In fact, just the opposite." He rests his hands by his side and looks the wife in the eye in the back and says, "I can bring your son back."
Don't do it. What you put into the ground does not come back the same.
The wife gets up and says,
Yeah, we have a little experience with this. I wouldn't recommend it.
She puts her hand up. She says, "How would you do such a thing?" And then the Burgomaster spins around and says, "Hold off. He speaks of demon magic." Turns back to the guy and says, "Now either you explain yourself real quickly or you get the hell out of my house before I do something we'll both regret." This guy nods again. He says, "I assure you this is no demon magic. I am a servant of the Morning Lord and the gods of light.
Oh.
It is through their will and grace that we can resurrect your child. It is they who want the Kreskov bloodline restored."
Jan, what do you have to say to that?
Fuck.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Very eloquent.
Lathander is quite capable of doing this. Resurrecting a child. That's well within his domain. I too follow Lathander, or the Morning Lord as is referred to in this realm.
He looks at you and then he looks at his wife. And you can see she's starting to well up with tears a little bit. He kind of clenches his fists and he turns back to him and he says, "Very well. Tell us what we need to do."
Better not have
The man
anything
says,
to do with us.
He says, "Take me to the body." You can tell that the burgomaster's a little hesitant still, but he's sort of in disbelief, but the wife is definitely pushing this along with her looks. Also, I put a picture of the burgomaster and his wife in roll 20. It should be in your...
Yeah.
That's still...
Just do that. So, does Jan recognize this guy as a follower of the Morning God? Is there anything that would, establish the veracity of this, or...
The robes are the same. He recognizes the robes.
Okay. The vestments?
I can get robes anywhere.
Until I take them out of my pack. I take them out of my pack just to prove the validity of the priest.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't sound excited.
No, he says, I take it you are also a servant?
I am. I was a sailor once, and then I washed up ashore after a shipwreck, and he saved me, and I devoted my life to following him.
I understand. Then you can assure these people that I mean no harm.
Yes. I vouch.
Cool.
Okay. So he starts to lead them in the back, and you can see the fresh pile of dirt, along with some other graves in the backyard. And he starts digging up the fresh pile. She takes the body out of the coffin and holds him. And then he walks up, this guy, gestures with his hands and speaks some strange foreign words. Goes on for about 30 minutes, and then he pulls out a diamond.
Yawn.
And holds it up, touches the body, says some more words, gestures some more gestures. The diamond disappears, and the boy's eyes flicker open.
Whoa.
Gross.
Is he like decayed or anything?
No. He died last week.
So he looks perfectly normal to us?
He'd be pretty decayed after.
Yeah. He'd be pretty gross, I think.
Yeah. Well, he's breathing. It's possible he's got some decay, but he's breathing normally. Yeah. He looks a little confused. His mom is holding him pretty tightly, crying. The burgomaster turns to the guy and he says, "Abbot, please, sir, forgive me. I misread your intentions and I've misjudged you. I have no way to repay you for this." The abbot says, "You need not thank me. This is the work of the Morning Lord. If you feel compelled to perform an act, however, I am in need of a bridal gown. Would you have any way to acquire such?" And he looks really thrown. He's sort of like mixed, freaking out about his son, but also doesn't know how to respond to that strange of a question.
Right.
And he says, a gown? And the abbot nods, and he says, well, we have no tailors or fabric resources here, but... And then the wife immediately blurts out, I can go to Vallaki. The husband stares on the burgomaster, but she says, it is all right, husband. I shall gather a band for travel. Once they've heard our good news with Ilya, they will be ready to offer arms and guidance. But wife, I cannot... Shh. I will be fine. I know a few boys and girls in town who would happily answer my request. I shall attend to it now. So soon, but... And then he turns to you guys. He says, what if these good warriors were to guide you there? You've come from Vallaki, yes? You know the way?
Yep.
Oh, yeah, we were there.
Vallaki.
Yeah, we did.
Vallaki.
I remember correctly.
He says, I'm worried about... Yes, go ahead.
I'm just asking the abbot, very conversationally, who's the wedding dress for? Who's getting married?
It's him.
He says, I aim to find the dress for Vasilka, a young woman I am grooming for Strahd. She will become his wife.
Grooming
he says
for
it
Strahd.
Very calmly.
And she's the only one that can hear him, or can the rest of us hear that?
No, we all heard him.
Out loud, conversationally.
Yeah.
Yo,
Yeah.
Abbott. Hey, Abbott.
Yeah, bad.
Yes.
Hey. You can get a hold of Strahd?
Yes. I've spoken to him in the past.
Well, you tell him I got a bone to pick with him.
He is no servant of mine.
Well,
I can't just call him at will, but...
Well, you see him. You tell him Merla has words for him.
You say your name is Merla?
Did I stutter?
Well, Merla, if you wish to remain with me at the Abbey, I can certainly send a message out to him.
That creepy old slime place?
The Abbey, the building on the hill. I believe the one that your friend here visited.
Aramil, do you recognize this guy?
No, I don't know this guy. Never saw him. All I saw was freaks.
What's going on with the people up there, Abbott?
Oh, just as a side note, this guy is gorgeous. I mean, he's oozing.
This is the abbot from
charisma and physical charm. He says, I have servants.
And
they help me in my deeds. I don't know what I'm supposed to say here.
They looked like they were pieced together with animals and humans.
I can assure you I've done nothing out of the ordinary.
Seemed very out of the ordinary.
He says,
well, then who did?
If...
Dr. Moreau.
Yeah.
He says, if the Belleviews wish to look this way, they are able to look that way.
Hmm?
Okay.
I don't know what that
Clear
means.
as mud. What are you talking about?
The Belleviews are my servants.
Ah.
We are teaching Vasilka manners and grace for Strahd. I believe she is the key to freeing this land from its curse.
Who did you build Vasilka to? Who is she?
Did I... I'm sorry?
Who's Vasilka?
Vasilka is the woman I'm grooming for Strahd.
And where is she from?
Is she like your other servants that are pieced together with different animal parts? And...
I'm sorry, what does this have to do with the bridal gown? Forgive me.
Good.
And you see the burgomaster and his wife. The burgomaster says, now, I think we can just gather our wits here and decide if we are going to Vallaki or not.
Well, Velaki can silver weapons, right? So it's kind of a win-win for us to go to Velaki.
I wouldn't mind going back to Velaki.
Now that I've kind of witnessed this whole situation, I'm feeling a lot less good about helping them with anything, though.
I don't really want to help this guy.
Yeah,
okay.
They're nothing to me.
Now, Thanon,
creepy
you still got some alcohol, so your impulse control is less than it would be normally. So if you're feeling a certain way, you might just blurt it out instead of, holding it against your better judgment.
I would blurt that out in front of them at this point as well.
You blurt stuff out anyways. Talk about.
Yeah.
There's no such thing as impulse control with Thanon.
Well, she says, well, if you won't help me, we will go. I will find townspeople. I must pay this man back.
Yeah, that's your business.
Great. Go ahead.
I don't know. I'm still intrigued by the whole solving the Strahd problem, but I still wonder about this woman that's being groomed, and putting her in his care doesn't seem like a very good deal for her.
Cool. I'll have a word with Strahd. It's cool.
The abbot says that she is the key to unlocking Strahd from his madness. I have been guided to this by the morning Lord. It is his light that shines through all. Darkness is no true foe to him.
So what's the deal? He's just mad? He was good at some point, and he's been overtaken by a madness? I just don't get it. The longer I'm here, the less I seem to understand with you people. About fed up.
He says,
You're pretty hot, though.
It is a long and complicated story, but if you've not heard the tale of Strahd, I will not tell it for you here, but I encourage you to find it out about Tatiana and his true love.
Yeah, what was up with that?
Yeah, Tatiana. And Sergei.
Sergei, the water demon.
Ricardo or whatever.
Octavio.
Says, I'm not sure I know what you're speaking of, but he says, I can help you he says, if you were to help Anna here, I can help you also. I can grant you, with the blessings of our Lord, 3 chances to raise your party members from death, if need be.
Oh.
Really?
Or if you prefer, I can heal one of you to full power.
No, these people are not doing things the right way. I want nothing of that.
I like the sound of resurrection.
No, that's how they do it. They will you in.
You didn't see this guy's place. Fucked up there.
Not good people.
Yeah, I'm not trusting this guy.
I encourage the cleric among you to say otherwise. Do we not serve the same Lord?
We
Jen,
do.
You're not creepy like this.
We're not creepy, but... Do we have time to...
Jen, do you practice
Patriots?
Building people out of animal parts and shit?
Do I have time to speak with my party alone real quick and discuss this?
Yes, you may. The burgomaster says, if you do not aim to go, I do have to get other people involved.
Hey, Bergie.
Like who?
Townsfolk that will aid my wife. I cannot allow her to travel on the road alone.
Hey, Bergie, go get me a drink.
Get your shine box.
You're in my house, halfling woman.
Halfling woman.
Well, you want me to go escort your woman to Velaki with sweeten the pot?
He says, we are an impoverished community here. All I can offer you is gratitude and room and board.
I know. I want some of that board. Can I get a drink?
I don't see why not.
All right.
Kind of turns off to a minute. He says, what are we deciding here? Are you going to speak alone?
Yes.
We'd
Among
like
your
to
party?
speak amongst ourselves.
Yes.
Okay. Sure. He goes to get Merla some wine.
All right.
I'd like one too.
I think you've had enough. You're as bad as Whitney Houston wanting a Coke.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the abbot,
This is not your concern.
the abbot walks outside, and the wife starts getting ready, getting her stuff together.
All right, Jan.
So I think the abbot is true of faith, but with what Aramil reported going on up there, I think that the presence of Strahd has tainted his perception.
Okay.
This is
Makes
like
sense.
dark side shit.
I think it's just twisted the way that Strahd has perversed everything. And we kind of did defile the whole shrine.
We did not.
That was great.
Indeed.
And having...
Merla did.
But if he's offering to give us 3 resurrection potions or scrolls, that could be epic.
Huge. Yeah.
That'd save us.
Jan, you don't sew people together with animals and give out ways to be resurrected that are good.
Well, no, he followed the standard practices to resurrect that boy.
Jan can raise people. And make her
Indeed.
bad.
I can't.
You can't?
I can.
If you guys want to take that stuff, that's fine. Don't use it on me.
Time out.
Yeah.
I think this might help us too. So if, like Jan was saying, resurrection is a good thing if we're going to go battle Strahd. And if Strahd is even momentarily placated in any way, we might stand a chance of, it might help us out too. If he's distracted by a bride and such. So, while I can't say that's why I was asking about her, I feel kind of bad for her. I wouldn't want to be given to Strahd. But I don't think this is necessarily a bad thing. My 2 cents.
Do you think we could take on Strahd with him being distracted if we had extra stuff, or do we want to try and follow what the gypsy lady said with all the cards? I mean, because that's a lot of more stuff that we have to do.
You do realize that's a bunch of bullshit gypsy crap. You know, they'll just tell you whatever you want just to make a couple coins. They're gypsies.
I say we continue down that road, though, if nothing else, for the silver weapons.
Is Vallaki on the way? I'm sorry, to Argynvost? I forgot. I don't know if I ever actually saw the map.
Let's see.
Vallaki.
Do we have to go buy it to go to the hold?
Argynvost hold.
That's the one.
Can you make me like an animal companion that's like half monkey, half lizard, half human?
Like I said, he's the distortion and corruption of Strahd has altered him. The Lathander's all about life and creationism, but as long as as long as it goes with the natural order, not some manticore or wyvern flying around.
So
those are an abomination.
We were hanging out with that raven guy, and he was all right.
Yeah, but he was born with that.
Oh.
Sort of like Lady Gaga.
Well, I wasn't born as an animal, and I can...
But you're a druid, and you're weird. You're hippie.
So, on the map, Argynvost is south.
Okay.
And Vallaki is... It's actually... So, you're going to come to a crossroads right before Vallaki.
Okay.
That crossroads, the path that goes south goes to Argynvost.
What about the Amber Temple?
You don't know where the Amber Temple is yet.
Oh, that's right. What about the Werewolf Den?
You don't know where that's at yet.
Yeah, we do.
Who told you?
The dude's in the wine cellar.
Okay.
The old man and
I don't remember.
Not Adrian.
I know one or two of them he didn't give out.
We don't know where the Amber Temple is, but we could probably ask the abbot or go to Vlakia and ask.
Wow.
The werewolf den is actually...
Because it's in the Balanock Mountains.
The werewolf den, yes.
Yeah.
It's above Lake Baratok.
Lake Baratok, yeah.
Yeah.
So, it's actually not far from Kresk.
And that's where we can find silver weapons.
The werewolf den would be your closest.
That's what we need to do, people. We need to follow that, not
We need to
crazy people.
Werewolves.
These people are crazy. We don't.
Yeah, I don't trust
Why
this
did we
guy at all.
decide we wanted to go to Argynvost first?
Well, we need to get the... Yeah, we have to meet up at the Paladin.
Okay, Sir, what's his face?
Sir
Godfrey Gwillem?
Godfrey, yeah.
Yeah.
But while we're here, let's go get these silver weapons.
Well, we gotta go to Vlaki. Because they can't do it here in Kresk.
No, it says the werewolf... I have in my notes that the werewolf den... That's... Oh, maybe we need the silver weapons for the werewolves.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, so we need to go to Valaki, I think. I think he's right.
That's where silver weapons are?
Yeah.
Yes.
We have to do
And
that
Valaki
before
from
Lake Baratok.
Kresk is about... Let's see. Square.
About the length of time it takes to implement a transition into a video feed. That's how long it takes to get to Vlaki.
It's about 6 miles.
That's not far. We got the
Yeah.
mule.
None of this is that far, if you think about it.
Yeah,
Unless y'all were going back to Barovia. That's about it.
Oh.
What's the mule's
No.
name? Francis?
Francis.
Yeah, it's a...
Yeah. He's at the gate.
Frankie.
He's outside.
So, you guys do whatever you want. I don't want to fall in with these people.
Hey.
What?
Mister,
What?
every time everybody else wants to do something and you don't like it, you just say, go do it. I'm going to go do what I want. That's not how parties work.
No,
That's not how groups work.
What I'm saying is that I'm going to come with you, but I want nothing to do with them. If you guys are doing some quest for these wackos, I don't want the rewards. Don't use any of their potions on me.
Don't sully your...
Yeah.
Stalin says, you don't... I mean, if we're just delivering this woman to get a dress...
We just drop her off.
It's no sweat off our back.
These people are too weird.
We're just escorting.
Everybody's weird.
The abbot's not coming with us, right?
Have we met anybody that's not weird since we got here?
Did the abbot say he was coming with? I don't think he did he?
No.
No, he didn't.
Like I say, I'm with you guys, but I'm not... I would not vote for this.
You're not with us.
Yeah.
Well, let's just, we gotta go to Valaki anyway, so we'll just walk.
What's he giving us? Is he just giving us, like, standard resurrection scrolls, or...?
Yes.
Is that what he said?
3 of them is, yes.
Is that what he said, Dirk?
He said that he would raise you 3 times if needed.
That's a resurrection spell.
You didn't say how, though.
He did not say how.
Oh.
Yeah.
But
why don't you ask him, Jan?
Jan, the what you saw was completely normal. It didn't look. I mean, you've seen Ray's Dead before, and that's what it was.
Oh, you have to use a diamond.
Yeah. So the wife says, if you would guide me, we don't need any other villagers. It would just be me.
As long as you travel light. We can't guarantee bringing you back.
I mean, if we're going there anyways.
She says, well, then maybe I would need other people.
Well, couldn't we just bring her as close as, like, the crossroads that's right by?
I can take that, yes. That would work.
Okay. Since we're going to be headed out that way anyways.
How long was the boy dead?
A week?
The boy was dead.
I'm sorry.
1 week.
Yeah, about a week.
That's fine.
A little bit less.
Yeah.
That's not perverse for you?
No, as long as it's not past 10 days.
Necrophilia.
So I'm still mostly dead, by the way.
So the dad, after he got your wine, is going back to the kid and, applying a cold rag to his head. You see the kid start laughing.
Fucking devils.
Oh, great.
He's like, It's like, it's so, everyone's so serious. He's like,
why are you so happy? Aside from the fact that you were dead and now you're alive.
He said, who died?
You did.
I'll let your dad explain that one.
He's like, it's okay, son. I don't know what you experienced during your time of death, but surely it's having an effect on you. Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess so, huh, Dad?
You crave human flesh.
I healed you, Merla, for 8 more hit points.
All right.
Just to shut her up.
Well, she's worth it. Just not like solid.
She's like L'Oreal.
For kids.
She's worth it.
Merla, where you at? I might be able to heal you too if you need it.
I want to see Merla.
16.
What?
16.
Out of like 30?
40.
Okay. The wife comes back. She's got her stuff ready to go. She keeps hugging her son. You notice that whenever something, when they're serious, she starts to laugh with him a little bit because she's adversely affected by him laughing. But she's like, I don't understand this. I love you. She hugs him, and he's just kind of like, okay.
That's about right.
The burgomaster says, "Don't worry about him. I will take care of him. He will be in my watch. I shall nurse him back to full health." Yeah, you see him. He kind of starts to get a little woozy and goes back to bed. He's not laughing anymore.
So does this bother anybody else?
I don't want to be brought back like that.
You're fine.
It's fine. Because I have no problem just taking care of this right now.
The diamond alone was worth at least 500 gold used in the spell. But before we leave, we should talk to the Abbey and see if he will heal Merla back to full health.
See how he does it?
I don't really trust this dude, so I'm just going to stay at not full health.
That's why I'm right there with you, Marilyn.
I got you another 2 points.
I got that. I thought. My pinky toe was bruised, and now it's not.
No, it's not. All right. I didn't want to waste my level 2
All right.
spell slot on
I
you.
did.
Sorry.
I did.
Okay, so Anna Kreskoff says, "Are we ready?"
Yeah, let's do this. Let's grab Francis.
Okay. Francis.
The mule.
Mule. Frankie.
Oh, I haven't seen a mule. I'm sorry.
We got
He's
a mule.
outside.
Hurry.
He's outside the gate.
He's outside the gate.
Oh.
Black Francis.
She says, "I can get another donkey."
Good, then you can ride your ass back.
Yeah, right.
That was quick, Jeff. That's pretty quick.
He's been waiting for that all night.
Ever since we bargained for a donkey.
Ass jokes galore.
Okay, so the abbot is outside.
Hey, Abbot.
Look, basically, I mean, he's like glowing. It's almost like there's a light shining down on him.
Is it morning still, or is it later afternoon?
No, it's like 1 o'clock.
Oh, okay, so he's not doing his morning prayers.
But it's overcast.
As always.
Yeah. As always. But he just looks beautiful. He's stunting, like my daddy. Okay, he's waiting there. You guys want to talk to him, or he says, "Have you discussed your terms?"
Will you ask him about the resurrections, Jan?
Yeah. How are you gonna cast? Are you giving us 3 scrolls of raised dead, or scrolls of resurrection?
I shall cast raise dead.
Well, what if we're okay?
What if we're not with you,
necessarily
though?
going to be with him.
He says, you have a point, I suppose. Very well.
Plus, I need the diamond. Yeah.
He says, I can get 3 scrolls of raised dead for you.
All right, cool. I'm good with that. You guys good with that?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
He says, so you will accept my offer?
Guy, but if we could check them out and they're just legit scrolls.
Yeah.
I take it you are no friend of Strahd, correct?
No, we're not.
This is the most sure way to rid this land of his madness.
Well, what about getting Sir Godfrey Willem from Argynvost Hold, the Sun Sword, and the Tomb of Strahd?
I know not of these names. I'm sorry.
All right.
Well, then how do you know your method is the best, then?
Yeah.
I've talked to him. I know what he desires most.
Wait, you talked to him?
I've met with Strahd in person, yes.
Well, how do you know that? Just because you give him what he wants, that you'll get what you want in return.
He says, I know. I'm convinced.
He's good at that.
Okay.
He says, he does not pull any tricks with me,
Well,
as far as I can tell.
Of course not.
So can we have the scrolls up front, or are you gonna like send a raven?
I'm sorry, it is contingent. I can send someone to bring them to you when the deed is complete.
Well, we're gonna drop old girl off here, so you need to get her dressed, and she's gonna come back.
She will bring the gown back to me. That is correct, Ms. Kreskov? She says, yes, I will meet you back here. We can meet at my house.
Hey, why don't we meet at the crossroads? Then he can see the dress. We can get our scrolls. He can escort her back to...
And we can go to Argynvost Hold.
And we can go to Argynvost Hold.
He says, I can do that.
All right, then.
Let's do it.
Great.
All right.
These are great new friends you guys are making.
Means to an end, dude. Means to an end.
Okay. So, you guys head out. You got Francis and her mule, which is... Francis.
I think Merla should ride Francis and do a rest.
Francis ain't having any of that shit.
Merla's light and plucky.
I think I have animal friendship, so...
Yeah.
If he's not having that, I'll go ahead and cast that and ask him to do it, or have him do it.
Yeah, no, he's fine. Okay. He's all right.
I won't bother then.
Francis and her is Elizabeta.
Elizabeta.
The mule?
Elizabeta, yes, the mule.
I'm gonna grab
mule name.
Real quick. Do you want one?
Yeah, there's 2.
Oh, there's not downstairs. I'll go downstairs.
I don't think there's any downstairs.
What?
Yeah.
As you guys are heading to Vallaki, Francis keeps biting at Elizabetha's ear a little bit.
Oh, really? Is Elizabetha in heat?
You can't tell, but it looks like Francis is trying to holler at her. She's like, please keep your donkey away from mine. I do not wish for them to have action.
What is it? Is it a donkey or is it a mule?
Yeah, mules are sterile.
Yeah, there's a big difference.
Yeah.
I'm getting them mixed up. I guess she has a mule. You guys have a donkey.
Right.
Wow, then they're
both boys.
Yeah.
So, really, Francis swings that way.
I'd prefer beer.
You got a gay donkey?
So it's not Elizabetha then, or it's, I'm sorry, it is. I guess it's a donkey.
Female donkey.
Yeah.
And Francis is a mule.
No, Francis is a donkey.
Okay.
Female donkey. Alright.
All right.
Yeah, I'm not training him. He can do what he wants.
She says, I don't No, I don't mean any. I don't mean anything by that. But if we can space them apart from each other, I would appreciate it.
Francis is his own man.
I do not wish to have a pregnant donkey.
Then you'll have two.
Yeah.
You could sell one.
So well, let's consider that when we get back.
Or you can eat the poor bastard.
She says, I would not mind breeding Elisabetta. Would you like to purchase if she has babies?
Can we eat them?
What is this, fucking Animal Crossing? What the hell? I mean, talk about getting sidetracked.
We already got one donkey.
If you breed Elisabetta, would you like...
How many fucking donkeys do we need?
I'd take a baby donkey, yeah. I would.
God damn it.
Okay.
Can we just go to Valaki? Walk away
Let's
from
shake on
one
it,
minute.
Elf. Let's shake on it. We can negotiate terms of price when we get back.
Alright.
Very well.
Bring Elisabetta like a tiger, monarch, butterfly, and some shit. And...
So you
Like,
guys
we need
get
another
back
mouth to feed.
to Valaki.
Sweet.
They let you back in. They recognize you from the last time. It takes them a little bit.
As long as it's cooled down enough, you know. Left there kind of hot.
Yeah.
Isn't Valaki where we fought the arm dude? And
Yeah.
Yeah. Kind of killed
Madison?
Yeah, I'm curious
That's cool.
to see what it's like these days.
Yeah.
Whether that wasn't he the burgomaster was all
Kinda
corrupt
crazy.
there? Is that the deal?
Yeah.
Did we
He
kill
was the
burgomaster?
burgomaster's... No, he was the burgomaster's right-hand man.
Right.
And I think
Let us in after we killed him?
you're assuming that they blamed it on Rictavio.
Right.
Yeah, okay.
But I just wonder whether the burgomaster still has everybody under his sway and doing the whole like act
Horse
like you're
heads.
happy deal. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Festival every weekend.
Well, once you get
Gonna have to go see
inside,
those kids again.
it does not look like it's changed much at all.
Okay.
You're still seeing, vacant stairs mixed with people, being forcefully cheerful when you walk by.
Hey.
How are you?
It's
I hate this place.
Anna
Where's-
looks a little weirded out.
Where's the,
She's like,
Anna, where's your dress?
she says, well, I don't have a particular vendor. We would have to ask for any dressmakers here for a shop.
Well,
Is
why
this
don't we
where
go to
Blinsky
Blinsky?
is?
Yeah.
Let's go to Blinsky's. He would know.
Okay.
Were we doing a quest for him at all?
No.
Didn't?
No.
I mean, if we could have, the monkey could have come with us. If
He
we,
said there's the Vice
automaton.
castle. Yeah, there's an
Yeah.
automaton in the castle.
Right.
Yeah.
I think I saw a dress in that mansion in my dream.
Really?
Didn't I?
Yes, you did.
Yeah. I didn't.
She
What
says, what?
Yeah, I had a dream about a wedding dress in this mansion here.
Foreshadow.
You remember that mansion is, you had walked by it because you recalled it from your dream. It's at the north.
Right,
section
I got
now.
turned away. But
Yeah.
I thought it was a wedding dress to me.
But
She
I
says,
know there
well-
is a wedding. I don't know if the wedding dress is there, but I dreamt of it. FYI.
Well, we could
Says-
still go talk to Blinsky and see what he has. He has connections too. He knows people.
Yeah.
Maybe
I
you could
think
get us in
Blinsky's
there.
most trusted.
Okay.
Of the people that are left there.
All right. So y'all heading to Blinsky's?
Yeah.
All right.
It's no fun.
No Blinsky.
It's no fun. It's daytime, so he's open.
Sweet.
So before you even get inside, Piccolo's at the door looking at you from around the edge.
Yeah.
Hey, Piccolo.
He shakes up like this, throws his hands up, and runs inside. And he says, Piccolo, what are you doing? You hear his voice from outside. Oh, my fellow travelers. You are still alive, yes?
Yes.
Yes.
We're so good.
You are very strong warriors, I can tell. You travel many days and nothing happens.
Oh, lots
happening. Merla's a little singed still.
You're still alive. I take it you have not gone to Castle Ravenloft yet, yes?
Not yet.
No, not yet.
You would not be here together. I imagine the same. You know.
Yeah. Anyways.
I'm sorry. You know, I just. It is very. I have not heard of anyone coming and going to Ravenloft and coming back in one piece.
Okay, why'd you tell us to get something for you there then?
First time for everything.
Well, if you are lucky enough to make it through, I would appreciate.
Yep.
Appreciate it.
Advice.
We got it.
So Blinsky,
don't worry about us.
You know any dressmakers, dress shops that sell wedding dresses here in town?
Anybody that's got a secondhand one? Spare?
Is it for you, woman? Would you like a dress? I have
it's
dressmakers in town.
It's for her.
Are you getting married, John Stina?
No. Merla's getting married.
I am?
So the
Merla, we do not have dresses in your size. We would have to make alterations.
No children's dresses?
Are you a child?
Don't answer that.
Well, let me think.
No, we need a dress for this lady here, Anna, from Kresk.
He says,
Not for her.
Oh, but, yeah.
I would say you go to the Golden Thimble.
Golden Thimble? Okay.
Yes, on the eastern side of town. On the way out, you shall see it.
What about a blacksmith for silvering weapons?
Ooh. I would suggest going to the place, the store that contains that has where to hold the wagons. People park their wagons there.
Livery?
What?
The livery?
Delivery?
Yeah. They have a market day?
So where's the
what are you talking about, Blinsky?
No, the store on the edge of... Yes, the store on the edge of town. The people park their wagons there. There is a store in the front of this park. And he sells weapons in there.
But will he silver our...
ones?
Will he silver our current ones?
Get you these silver weapons, yes.
Ours prices. There is that our only option.
The prices, as this land is known for, are all terrible. I am the only vendor who will give you fair prices for these dolls. Would you like dolls?
Are they made of silver?
These
dolls. Kill werewolves with them?
I do not know. With werewolves?
Yeah.
The dolls?
Yeah, silver dolls.
No silver dolls.
So Blinsky, you know, last time we were there, Piccolo really seemed to want to come along with us. Would you, you know, if he still wanted to do that, would you consider letting him join us and we'd bring you back the automaton on our word?
I cannot give him without this thing. I am sorry.
Okay. I mean, you know, he is his own monkey and all. You have to realize animals,
I believe if you were to ask him, though, he would want to stay. He enjoys your company, but I believe he wants this automaton back, too, yes?
Yes, Piccolo?
Piccolo kind of looks around and he's like,
oh, I got some food. Here, ration.
He runs up, grabs the food, and just starts nibbling and looking around.
You coming with me?
He says, I don't know. He looks up at you, finishes, and then goes behind Blinsky.
Oh.
Worth a try.
All right.
Although if I could use animal friendship.
He says, I have no doubt that, Piccolo will go with you at some point. If I see you again.
Roger that.
Yep.
All right.
Although you don't seem too sure about that, based
Yeah.
on
well,
this conversation.
This is a tough land.
Yeah, well, how about a vote of confidence, huh?
Vampires and werewolves and werecats.
True.
Maybe there's a weremonkey.
Weremonkey.
Right, Piccolo? Piccolo yells, ah!
All right.
He says, is there anything else? Can I give you some water?
Sure.
You can fill up mine, yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'll pass on the pies, though, if you're offering.
Pie, they're not human pies.
If you've got a growler or something, you can have some of this barrel of wine. You're a friend.
It's good vintage.
We got plenty of wine. We're in the wine business right now. We haven't told you that.
Oh,
yeah.
I have just heard.
If you want.
How much wine do we have? Because we could use that to barter with silver and the weapons.
Yeah, I didn't realize we were carrying around a barrel.
Yeah. In the wagon, that's why we get the mule.
Right.
Yeah.
So.
We got a wagon too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's a good thing Fannin didn't remember that, because he could have got really thirsty on that road up from Kreskin.
He says, yes, I will take you up on this wine. You know, we were out of wine here for a little bit.
We know.
Yeah.
We fixed that.
You have access to
because
wine?
of us that you have wine.
Oh, it is you!
It is us.
Yes, it is us.
You are gods to this place. I shall get you your water. Hold on. Runs in the back. Piccolo's just sitting there looking at you. Not
Hook
saying
a
anything.
sister up with some free silver and weapons is what you should do, since we're gods now.
He's a toy maker. Piccolo,
show us where Raven office.
What's that, Piccolo?
He starts pulling on Aramil's robe.
All right.
All right.
Go with him, Aramil.
I'm going with them.
He crawls up you.
Pete from Raiders of the Lost Ark.
He crawls up you and starts tapping your temple. Ooh.
Aramil.
What's
What does Piccolo know that you don't or don't remember or aren't sharing with us?
Shit, I wasn't paying attention.
Your dream, huh?
Your dream.
Yeah. Yeah. What about it?
Something about a dress?
Yeah.
He points to Anna and hits your temple again and then points out the door.
So he's saying go to the mansion to get the dress for Anna.
Is that where it's at? Ask him.
Yeah, is it in the mansion?
He starts going crazy.
The mansion?
He's running all over.
Did Lassie fall in the well?
Right.
Timmy.
Blinsky comes back. What is up with Piccolo? What are you doing, silly boy?
He seems to know about my dreams somehow.
There is no possibility for this. You realize this? It is a monkey.
Yeah. Weird.
Stranger things have happened to us on this trip. We don't discount anything.
Yeah, word.
It is strange. I like you people. There is strangeness among you, but yes, I do like you.
Yeah.
Here's your water.
Same here.
Got some wine.
Feeling is mutual.
Step out front.
Thank you, thank you.
Yeah,
I cannot thank you enough.
Pull off of the barrel.
Can Piccolo show us what he's talking about?
Piccolo, what are you talking about with these people? Do you lead them astray? He's like,
Can we take him? Just around town?
He says,
maybe you can help us get into
I tell you this, Piccolo can go with you as long as you remain in Vallaki.
Okay.
Of course, like you said, Piccolo sort of has a mind of his own, so he will decide. He's familiar with the town. Right, Piccolo? And then he curls up on Aramil's shoulder.
All right, let's go, buddy.
All right, let's go. We're going to try it for the mansion then?
He says, what mansion are we
monkey.
speaking?
Oh, go ahead.
The mansion? Or I thought you go to Golden Thimble for the dress.
Piccolo seems to think
otherwise.
Telling me to follow my dreams.
I was wrong.
Everybody's
Yes.
down.
It's
Everybody's down to follow
poster
Piccolo.
or something. Motivational poster.
We should all be
Kitten
so lucky.
Clinging to the branch.
Do you guys want
Hang
to
in
follow
there.
Piccolo or
Let's
go to
follow
Golden
Piccolo.
All right, Stalin says, what are we going to do when we go to this mansion?
You're going to break in and steal that son of a bitch.
That's what we're gonna do.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can take Cosmo with you.
He says, you know, I'm a pretty good thief, but this is the Burgomaster's house?
And
I
Is
don't
it?
think so.
I don't know.
oh, we can send Yarrow in as a mouse. She can scope it out and come back and report.
Yeah, we'll figure it out when we get there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like we always, like we always
Piccolo,
do.
too.
What
Piccolo
plan?
might be able to help us out.
Ah. Okay, so, you guys are heading there? I think Aramil remembers how to get to this place.
Yeah. Been there once.
Piccolo knows the way too.
Okay,
Obviously.
so... Let's see.
So we need Ballard to scout ahead, and then, you and you need to get down with some animal friends. Sneak in there too. You and Piccolo versus the world. You got it.
Okay,
There's a
so...
giant bee-
That's not one of my favorite party tricks. I'm just gonna tell you.
Chapter 5. Let me check it out here.
We have a rogue. We have somebody whose job is to sneak around. Is that Lola?
Store.
Thor. What's he so excited about?
In 3.
Jeff just got home.
Oh. Hi, Jeff.
Yeah, Corey, you need to put Lola and Thor on the video for a second. We've seen everybody else's animals. Nobody's seen them.
Yeah, but they're like horses. If he brings them into the office, it's just like...
Yeah, it's so
chaos.
awkward.
You should introduce them. I think you should.
Okay, so Stalin scouts ahead, comes back. I guess, how long y'all just gonna wait for him to get back first?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. He comes back and he says, yeah, I mean, it's a looks like a 2-story mansion. It's kind of a little faded.
Was
Faded glory.
anybody around there? Did it seem like
I
it
knew
was
that. I went
occupied?
up to the door.
Any
They
ghouls?
turned me away.
He says, no, I mean, the lights are on inside.
There's people in there.
Did you see
Yeah.
anybody? Is the Burgomaster
I did not
in there?
see anybody. I didn't see anybody in front. I kind of snooped around. It looks like there's somebody in the west wing of the house. Through some curtains, but there wasn't much I could see through.
So
You didn't see the drunk boys?
What are you talking about,
No.
Aramil?
Wasn't that
I'd
her
see the
mom?
drunk-
Wasn't it their mom who lived there?
I
You
don't
guys
know.
from
It was
the
your
tavern?
dream. I don't really remember. So.
I thought they lived
Maybe
in the
we're checking
mansion. It
Well, there
wasn't
could
from
be
my
more
dream.
than one mansion, right? I mean, but you were there before, but just nobody answered, or do you know for a fact that it's the Burgomaster's mansion?
I don't know. It's the burgomaster. Some servant answered the door and told me to get the hell out of there. So I left. That was in IRL, not in my dream.
Right, right.
IRL.
Okay, so are y'all heading there?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
what do you think about just like knocking on the door, saying hello?
Yeah. Let's have Anna knock on the door, introduce herself as the husband of the burgomaster of Kresk, and ask for a favor.
There you go.
Diplomacy.
Well, let's see how it goes.
I wait pressed up against
And
the wall.
let's ask Piccolo. Let's have Piccolo go with her.
Yeah.
What's
Well, when
Piccolo
you start
have to
heading,
think?
you're heading with Aramil leading, right?
Yes.
Okay. You get to a certain
Because the horse knows a way to carry the sleigh.
so
I don't think it
because
snows there.
Stala didn't know how to get there. Aramil, did you tell him how to get there?
Yeah.
Okay. When you start going there, Piccolo starts pointing in another direction.
Okay.
What?
Let's
What,
follow
boy?
Piccolo.
What, boy?
Okay.
What is it, Lassie?
Okay.
I think we should follow
Can Yarwin
Piccolo.
just talk to Piccolo?
I've tried
Yeah.
before. I can try again.
Give it a shot.
Okay.
Last time it didn't. Not much came of it, but
Well, we're kind of different situation now.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Piccolo, what's up? Where do you want us to go, and why?
He just keeps mimicking that.
Yeah, okay. That's the last time I wasted that spell on Piccolo. He gets along all right. Let's follow him though. I trust.
All right.
I trust him.
Word. I
I
agree.
Okay.
We're following
So,
the monkey.
I disagree.
Let's do it.
You guys get there. Corey, it's not the mansion that was in your dreams.
Okay.
Dreams
It's not your
are
dream home.
deceptive.
It's not your dream home.
It's
What
actually
the hell is he tapping on my head?
Stolid says, this isn't the house that I checked out.
Yeah.
I was following your directions there. But he says, Piccolo seems to have calmed down. I'm assuming this is it.
Okay.
Why are we listening to a monkey?
Yeah, I don't trust him anymore.
Why not?
He acted like it was the one from my dreams.
Well, it could have been a different dress in your dreams too.
I mean, does it really matter? Our dress needs
Yeah, we didn't really need a specific
Right.
Correct.
Okay, so let me get this place. This mansion has walls of plastered stone that display many scars where the plaster has fallen away from age and neglect. Drapes cover every window, including a large arched opening above the mansion's double entrance doors.
Let's knock.
All right.
Okay.
Should we send Stolid around to scope? What's Piccolo doing now?
No.
He's back on Aramil's shoulder. But you do see some women arriving with bundles of twigs.
Hey.
Okay.
Let's knock.
They're like, how are you?
What's up?
Hello.
Hello.
And you see some people exiting the front door. It's some guards that are leaving.
Okay.
It seems to be some traffic coming in and out of this building.
All right. Well, let's ask somebody about a
Yeah.
wedding. Let's figure
Okay.
out what's going on. Who's the master of this house? Or mistress, as the case may be.
Oh, hello. This is the burgomaster's house.
Ah,
Oh, wonderful.
perfect.
This is the Vlakovic family. Are you here to speak to the burgomaster?
Well-
No, not necessarily.
Anna is.
Yeah.
Oh, says yes. I was actually looking for a dressmaker, but I was
A
led
dress.
here. A dress. But
Monkey.
Yes, we had an inclination that there was a dressmaker at this home, and
or a dress.
The woman says, I suppose that is possible. The burgomaster's wife is very fond of dresses. Would you like to follow us to inquire inside?
Yes.
Let's do it.
All of us?
Okay.
Sure.
Since it's burgomaster wife conversation, yes.
Yeah, and Rick Tavio was the one who they had a problem with.
Yeah, so there's a maid at the door. I have a very deep fear of possums. I'd flipped a
Possums?
I flipped a what was it? Plywood up.
I kind of understand nutria, but possums?
And there was like it was like 6 baby possums all swirled together in a ball.
Yeah.
That sounds terrifying.
There's Tony.
Horrible.
That's terrifying as Tony.
I bolted out of there.
Baby
Vanessa was like, "What is happening?" And I was like, "There's a whole fucking family of possums in there." She's like, "What? Why? What?" And I was like, "I'm not going back in that building."
We don't bolt even when it's bears.
Yeah, I can handle bears, snakes, spiders, you name it, but
Possums.
I don't like possums.
Is it because they play dead that you get scared?
No, they look like albino rat spawn from hell.
Eyes.
Yeah, when they hiss at you, fuck that.
Aren't they marsupials though?
Yes.
Yeah, marsupials
They are.
cool. They got that going for them.
No, they don't.
No.
It's inexplicable. I'm
It's
sorry.
like us and gray squirrels.
As most phobias are.
Maybe it's childhood trauma or something.
You were raised by possums.
He was rejected by possum.
Rejected. Miller's
Hey
Lake.
guys, could I play? They're all like, no.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Miller's Lake, 1985. Okay, so
Hold on. We're recording. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
the maid says, "How can I help you?"
Go for it, Anna. We're here to talk to Burgomaster's wife.
Nudge, nudge.
Yes. I understand that she is fond of dresses. She looks around like I don't know what. The maid says, I'm not sure, but you're welcome to speak to her."
All right.
Good.
Tell her we're looking for a wedding dress.
Ah, yes. She might be able to help you there.
Thanks.
Perfect.
I shall go and get the mistress.
Good.
Dead daughters.
No, we want the wife, not the mistress.
Of the house.
Of the house.
No.
Jeff. Okay. You see the Baroness come back. She says, "Yes, hello, how can I help you?"
Pardon.
Hi.
Need of a wedding dress.
This is Anna from Kresk, and she is the wife of the
Kresk.
burgomaster there, yes, and she desires a wedding
Oh.
dress.
Well, why don't we have some tea?
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Got any like cakes or like crackers?
Oh, we absolutely have treats.
Let's do it.
I had no idea that a burgomaster's wife was coming here. Please sit down.
Thank you.
Thank you.
The maid leads you to the dining room. It's pretty fancy in here. It's definitely not Crest.
Like,
Not Crest.
like a rag down before Merla sits on the chair.
Yeah, it's almost like it's really nice, but it's like it's old. You know, it's
Old
very
Victorian?
Yeah, it's just like
Old Transylvanian?
Transylvania, yeah.
Kind of elegant decay going on.
Decay.
It's that old lady from that stupid book with her. She got left in the wedding dress and never took it off.
What?
I don't.
That's,
Wow.
Great expectations.
Yeah, Great Expectations.
Oh.
So the
Okay,
maid comes
wow.
back with servants, and they have
We're going Dickens now.
oolong with raspberry tarts.
Nice. You can go for some oolong.
I just dig in. I can't help myself.
She's kind of looking
I'm
at
kind of
you.
partial to Earl Grey. Maybe some herbal teas.
Or some
She
chai
says,
tea.
please. She says, Louis.
Louis.
And then he turns around and goes back and gets it.
Merci, Louis.
She says, so how can I help you? Are you here just to visit? I love having guests.
Anna's here to visit, yes.
Well, we're
Anna
all
says,
visiting, but Anna's got a request.
I don't know how to approach you about this, Baroness. Do you have any good dressmakers in town, or? She says, well, of course, but what are you looking for? You have a specialty in mind, or? I'm sure I have something in my closet here. Surely for another burgomaster's wife, I can give you something.
Let's go look.
She says, yeah, she says, well, she says, I'm looking for, this is a strange request, I know, but I'm looking for a wedding gown. And she's like, oh, are you not married? I thought you were the burgomaster's wife. She's like, oh, no, it's not for me.
It's for her daughter.
Yes, it's for my daughter. She's like, oh, gosh. Well, what, you know, and she asked her for her measurements. She's like, well, I didn't really take them, but I can sort of approximate. She says, say no more. She goes back. 5 minutes later, she comes out with the dress that you saw, Corey, in Aramil, in your dream.
Perfect. Nice.
It's lovely.
It's
She's
a
like,
nice dress.
I'm going to play
please.
up the lady thing.
She says, I would love nothing to part with this for a good cause.
I nudge whoever's next to me and like, that's the one from my dreams.
It would be perfect for her daughter, Elisabetta.
She's like, yes. Liz, you know, needs something, and this is perfect. She's like, well, it is yours. Please, take it.
Nate, put Animal Crossing down.
Good thumbnails.
Oh,
She says, don't even worry about bringing it back. It's yours.
perfect.
I'm like, oh.
Elisabetta will love it.
Oh.
It'll fit her ass nicely.
These tarts were delicious, by the way.
Yeah, I can't even talk because I'm just like, no.
Yeah. I have more. Would you like turkey? I believe we roasted a turkey.
No, I think we've taken enough of your time. Thank you so much.
Certainly,
Wait,
please.
What are you talking about, Yarwin? Turkey here.
Grab a drumstick and to go and.
Sam, I'll have the turkey.
Well, please take it with you. I would not have you travel without. I have so much. Louis, please, the bird.
Bird.
The bird.
This madam. He runs back. Yeah, they bring
and
out.
while she's gone, I'm kind of like, this lady's freaking me out. I wanna moat her as fast as possible with this dress and
Anna's
all
like,
things are on.
Anna's like,
on good terms.
I was saying, agreed.
Okay,
sweet. Agreed.
Yeah, and she says, "What about your monkey? Would the monkey like anything to eat? So cute."
Some crackers.
Pickle's good.
The monkey's fine. Thanks.
Pickle's good.
He
Oh,
likes crackers.
Unless you got some dates.
we definitely have dates. Louis.
Bad dates.
Really, you're too kind, but we must be going now.
We must be
He
going.
says, "I just don't have. We have so many people come in and out, but no one ever stays."
Well, we'd
My
love
husband
to
is-
visit again if we have
Time permits.
Thank you so much for your hospitality.
Yes. My husband is away. We lost our top bodyguard.
Oh, really?
Yes.
What happened?
Some
That's
madman.
unfortunate.
Some madman named Rictavio came through our town.
Never heard of him.
I never trusted him from the beginning, I saw him around. I tried to tell my husband as much. He
That's
never
awful.
listened.
What tipped you? What made you feel that way?
He was suspicious, I just couldn't put my finger on it. He had that wagon that he left at the edge of town and was practically living out of it, not staying at... Yeah.
His wagon's still there? Did he not take it with him?
I think he took off. We found Isaac murdered.
Wow.
And
terrible.
nothing. Yeah. Basically, it was in the area that his wagon was, and
Well, my condolences for the loss of Isaac.
Yeah.
My husband is very distraught.
He was a good soul.
Seems like.
Not that we knew him.
She says, "Are you coming to the festival?"
We'll see. We have other errands to run.
We really have to get this dress back to Elisabetta.
Yeah.
I'm sure she
Yeah.
really wants to try it on.
Bridezilla.
Okay. She says, "Yes, I thank you so much for coming."
Oh,
And
thank you for the tea.
For your hospitality. And the
Yeah,
dress.
these cakes are great.
Louis and Petra shall lead you out.
Perfect.
Thank you so much. If you ever desire to come back, I'm always here. My house is open to you.
Will do. Sounds good. Thanks for the turkey.
All
Okay.
right, we got a dress.
All right,
so
we got a
Aramil,
dress.
what's up? You saw this dress already in your dream?
It's the dream dress. Yeah.
Was
Dream
anybody
dress.
in it in your dream? Or was it just a dress?
Yeah.
So just to remind you, Aramil, you saw a woman with a mannequin in bed, I think?
Yeah.
Yeah, tell us a little more about this dream, since it seems to be
Sounds like an interesting
manifesting
one.
itself.
There's the woman was in the bed with the mannequin and the dress. She was looking at the dress. It was a weird dream.
That's all there is to it? She's
forget what
looking at
else
that
is in the
dress?
dream.
Dress?
That was the dress from the dream. Yes.
It had the poofs and the bows and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. That's the dress.
So where are y'all heading now? Anna says, "Do we go back?"
Well, let's go check out the market to look for the shop.
Yeah, let's stash the dress though. Let's not be marching around with it.
Could the mannequins have anything to do with this automaton request?
That's interesting.
Just a thought
So,
from the dwarf,
I
from the dumb old dwarf over here.
If so, I think we have a ways before we connect
Carrying half
all
a
that,
turkey.
So.
Not conspicuous at all.
Whatever, we have packs.
Where are y'all? Yeah, where are y'all hiding the dress?
We'll throw it.
Put it in
Blitzkis.
the cart, the mule cart.
Yeah.
Y'all had to
Stash
leave
it
the
in
mule
there?
cart. Y'all had to leave the mule cart at the gate.
Oh, we did.
Yeah.
All right.
Is Anna? She must have a bag or something. I mean, I'm
She
sure
can-
she
yeah.
anticipated
Carry-
getting a
yeah.
dress.
Yeah. She
Oh.
got it back.
All
Ball it up and throw it in there.
She says, "You don't ball up a dress."
Well,
Oh.
gently fold it. You
Yeah.
know
Okay.
how we do.
She does it right outside. He's like, do you anticipate anyone taking this back or something, or?
No. We're good.
Okay. So where y'all headed back?
Over to the shops.
Okay. It's the same place that it was outside of where the wagon was.
Ah, is the wagon still there?
No, he's long gone.
Oh.
You remember he took off right after?
Yeah, he told us he's fine. Go ahead.
Yeah. Okay, the shop's open.
All right.
Entree.
We walk up in our entree.
How does Piccolo feel about this whole situation?
He looks like he's getting a little antsy.
Antsy in what way?
He's pulling his tutu back and forth, spinning it around him. Point back.
Piccolo, you had a
Piccolo's not a good
problem
place.
with the market?
He's like pointing in the direction of Blinsky's.
Blinsky's.
Oh, why don't you go back then?
Yeah, go ahead.
He grabs Justina's hand and pats it, and then takes off, running.
Later.
All right, later. High five.
That damn monkey got us this dress. I can't believe it.
I know. All right, so walk in the shop.
Okay. This sort of burly guy comes out. He's like, how can I help you?
We heard that you are quite capable of silvering weapons.
That's right.
What's your average fee for silvering weapons?
He says,
And
can
how long
silver-
does it take?
he said, normally I can silver a single weapon for 300 gold.
Holy buckets.
But he says, business has been kind of slow, so I can knock it down to 100.
And, we have
Per
kind of
weapon?
a bulk order here. If we were to give you, 5 or 6 weapons,
5 or
what could you
6,
do
huh?
for us?
And what's your thoughts on wine?
Yeah. Took the
Wait,
word
we
right
haven't
out.
ordered yet. Hold on,
Yeah.
dude.
I'm just
Barter.
curious.
Well, he just did.
How much
He
for
says,
a car?
well, he says, how much wine are we talking here?
Well, how much? What do you desire? What could you?
Oh, you suck
Wait,
at
oh,
haggling.
you're such the bargainer here, Bannon. Way to go.
He says, well, how many weapons are we looking at silvering?
My mace.
The magic axe.
I don't know.
By
I
a
don't
blood
think the
spear?
staff could be a blood spear. Yeah.
That'd be pimp.
Silver blood
Silver
spear.
blood spear, yeah.
He said, a blood spear?
Just a spear.
Just a spear, Spear.
He said, if it's a magical weapon, I can't do that, but I can silver normal weapons.
All right, I guess scimitar.
Okay.
What's
Just
your
tell me
best-
how many you need. If it's if it's a number of weapons, it's gonna take me a little bit.
You have some history with weapons. Could you check out this axe here? This could be magical for all I know.
Seriously,
Super light. Super
Bannon?
light.
Really?
Yeah, man.
What? I want to know what's up with this axe.
Dude, you
Well,
don't know
you
this,
guys are-
dude.
I don't care.
He says,
I can hold
he says,
my
you
own.
mind if I swing it a
You
little
try to
bit?
Take me. Yeah, go ahead.
He kind of like waves it around. He's like, wow, that is incredibly light.
I know, isn't it?
It's like, it's definitely magical. He said, but I'm not a mage, my friend.
But could you silver it?
No, because it's
No.
magical.
No.
That's what I'm asking.
I can tell you.
Why are you asking me? I already told you no.
It feels like it's a magical weapon, and I can't silver any
Alright.
magical weapons.
I
But
got this sword here then.
What about Merla? Do you want to silver your weapons and stolid?
Maybe some arrows.
Yeah. I think
Yeah,
silver arrow tips is
I-
a good
Yeah.
deal.
I got some arrows too.
Don't you need more arrows there,
He said-
Merla?
Could I
No,
get
I
it? Could I get a?
what-
Could I turn into a wolf and get a grill?
that's pretty sweet. He said, I can do it. I can do a quiver for 100.
Okay. Do you sell arrows?
Yeah, Maryland's all arrowed out, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I collected.
She collected.
Oh, okay.
I like.
So how many total? I mean, give me a number here.
I got 16.
25, I think.
No, I mean, how many weapons am I doing? And count the quivers as one weapon.
Okay.
1, 2, 3,
I got
4, 5, 6,
quiver.
huh?
6.
6 weapons. I'm already knocking it down to 600. If you give me, give me a barrel of wine, I'll give it to you for 5.
Barrel? Who's got a barrel
Whoa.
of wine?
Well, that's,
For a barrel, I'd say 4.
for a barrel, I'd say free, dude. You know what it took us to
450.
get this wine?
I don't care what it took you. I'll say 450.
Way to go, letting our wine go for.
No, but let's
Okay.
not. Let's just pay for it. Somebody will value it more.
450, and that's my final offer.
Yeah,
With-
no, but not the wine.
With the wine.
No, 500 because we're playing in bulk here.
He says, look, I told you that my initial offer was 300 on each weapon.
Yeah.
Yep. And then he went
I'm already
down to
shaving
100.
it down to 100.
Right, and then we
Each
told you we have 6 weapons, not just one, not just 100. Business is bad, right?
It's a little slow, yes.
Yeah.
At that point, I knocked it down to 500.
I tell you what, you finish it up and we'll drink with you. You can drink as much as you want out of our barrel.
After you're done.
It's like, I
After you're
appreciate the
done.
moxie. Look, you include the wine, I'll knock it to 400, and that's it. I can't go any lower than that. I got material
Let's
costs.
just pay full price then.
That's fine.
Let's keep the wine. Pay full price.
Yeah, but we can always
500.
get more wine.
Yep, 500.
We can always get more wine. It's not like we're strapped for wine. He doesn't know. I'm saying this as a sidebar,
Right.
not to him.
Right.
But we
Are
can
you
if
pulling
always
them off to the
case,
side?
Then,
we
then
do
why
own a
do we
winery,
care?
don't we?
we
Yeah.
can
We
always
might
get
as
more
well
wine.
Give him the wine.
Give him the wine
I
and
just hate to see it
400.
go.
The 400.
It's
yeah,
fine, we'll
well,
get
you'll
more.
live. I'm sure you're you got
We
a
can
skin
call Adrian.
filled or whatever.
We can
Yeah.
call
We can
Adrian.
We can go to any bar, any
Yeah.
tavern, and you can drink for free.
Yeah, but what,
You got the writ.
when there's
The writ of
no
ownership.
tavern around. I hear
So
you.
you-
I hear you. I
Does
just
he
had-
sell
We can go
arrows
back
too?
and get more.
He says, I got arrows.
How much does a quiver fit?
25.
All right. Will you top off my quiver? This part of the deal.
Absolutely.
All
Yeah.
right. So 400, 6 weapons, and a barrel of wine.
And do my scimitar too.
Well, that's part of the 6 weapons.
Is it?
For 6.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize.
He
Not
said,
that I ever
I'll
use
give you
it,
20 arrows for 3 gold.
That's not bad.
All right. I already got.
All right.
I only need 9.
So,
So
look,
everyone's silver
400 for the whole package with
and
the
a barrel of
wine.
wine. Okay. That's
All right.
fine.
Deal.
400
Deal.
divided by 6 is 67, fellas.
That's fine.
If everybody
Okay.
wants to pitch in.
I love it. All right. So he says, look, he says, I got 3 guys back there. I can get it for you, silvered in a day.
Okay.
Sounds good.
We'll come back tomorrow.
That's fine.
All right. Sounds good.
All right. Look, come back tomorrow with your money and your wine. Thank you.
Leave a deposit. I'll take a deposit. You can keep the wine for now.
All right.
But
100 gold deposit. Sound good?
Yeah.
100 gold? Isn't it 400?
Deposit.
Deposit.
Right.
100 gold down.
100
That's
gold
fine.
to bring us back, huh?
That's fine.
100
100's fine.
All right.
It's like, yeah, you guys look beefy.
Or beefy.
All right. Takes 100. Gets back to work.
Perfect.
So he's got whatever weapon we gave him now, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
If we were
Yeah.
Pretty much
getting into
everything.
a tussle or whatever. I still got.
Yeah, whatever.
axe.
Whatever weapons. I mean, you guys tell me which weapons you.
I gave
If
him.
y'all want
like-
to just.
Oh, you're not gonna give him. Oh, the axe is already, I think, a silver axe.
Can't do
too,
that.
Yeah.
but
Why
it
don't you
doesn't
just
matter.
type it in the chat section? That way I'll...
All right.
Okay.
So the blood spear and oh, you can't do this in the blood spear. That's
You
right.
can't do the blood spear.
Yeah. Thank you. Shut up.
So my mace.
My mace.
My mace.
Aye. Ding, 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 ding. All right. Where y'all going?
I say we stay at Blinsky's. See if he can put us up for the night. Or we can... Actually, no. We'll go back to the tavern where the were-ravens are.
Yeah, I'd like to know what's going on with them. Yeah. What was that called?
Reshka, or Mardukov.
Yeah, but what's the name of the tavern? I should remember.
Oh.
It was like something the Bloody Vine or something like that.
Blood and Vine.
Blood on the Vine is, I think that's from further back.
Oh,
Is
that's
it
Barovia.
Barovia?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think, Blue Water Inn.
Blue Water.
Ah.
Yeah.
So I thought I was thinking Blue Moon.
Okay. Oh, that longsword you can't do. It's magical.
+1.
That makes it magical?
Yeah, +1.
All
Yeah,
right, well,
anything.
I
Any
do-
sort of...
I have a regular longsword as well. So
Damn,
just take
dude.
Do it.
+1.
It's like disarming fucking Germany over here.
Yeah.
He's a cloister.
Soldier.
Okay. So, you guys head back to the Blue Water Inn.
Merle, you didn't put your quiver in our...
It didn't?
No, you didn't. Oh,
about,
Stalin's got to pick a weapon.
Stalin.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what he's got. Let's see.
It's got a short sword.
Jeff, you're going to have to pick it.
Or a quiver.
He probably... I mean, he's Dex. He probably wants to do the quiver.
Yeah, I would do the quiver.
Hey, Merla, do you want to do your short swords instead of my scimitar? Because I never use my scimitar. I mean, it might be good to have it just in
For
case
your melee
we get
attack, yeah.
separated, but I don't really,
Okay.
if you want it, you can have it. I think it'd be better off.
I mean, I have no weapons other than a staff for the next whatever.
You're fine.
Okay.
Jan, you want to type in Stalin's order?
Yeah, I don't remember what he has, but...
Just give him a quiver.
Sir, what kind of hot sauce would you like with that?
So
I
no
got the
scimitar
headset.
then?
Huh? What?
Yeah.
What?
No, do the quiver for Stalin. Because I thought his short sword was +1.
Jan, you got any magic, or I mean, Merla, on your short swords, or are they just...
Just regular old...
Stalin, yeah.
You just said quiver. All right. You guys walk in, and the two drunk dudes are there.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
Hey! Whoa!
Will, these are your people here.
No, they're not.
Yours too, huh?
No,
Did you hang
not
with these
mine.
guys? No.
I hung out
No,
with
he's with the
feral
wolf
people.
hunters. Yeah. She was with the wolf hunters.
So is Were-Raven there?
What the fuck have y'all been?
Calm down,
Long
buddy.
story. We've been partying.
These people some drinks, Edwin. Fuck. Edwin's like, what are you guys doing back here?
Edwin, how you doing? Good to see you
Just
again.
a pit stop.
Man, he's like, my family owes you everything.
Adrian sends his regards.
Fuck Adrian.
Okay.
But everybody else,
Hey,
yeah.
Go ahead. Sorry.
I just want to thank you from the bottom of our hearts. Our family and all of Barovia would not be where it is without you.
I think you got your wine shipment.
Did you get your payment for You have your writ, right?
Yeah.
We do. Do you even need to
I
see
do.
it, or you know us?
No,
We're on a
we know.
first-name basis,
This
right?
is for, it's for the taverns, that you're not familiar with if you go anywhere else.
Do you mind replacing our cask? We recently lost it.
We haven't lost it yet.
Thank you.
Say no more, Mon Amour. All right, so he says, what are you guys doing?
We're taking a pit
Good
stop,
question.
upgrade some weapons, and then we're heading off to Argavas Hall, or we're going to the Late Velaki.
I don't know.
Or
What does he
Balatok.
think?
Well, you're in Velaki now.
I mean, Lake Balatok.
Balatok.
Oh. What are you, where are you guys, what are you doing? Where are you headed to?
We're going after
We don't know
Werewolf's
yet.
Den to get the Sun Sword.
What?
Seriously?
The Sun Sword?
Yeah.
These are thieves.
Yeah, I know. Still.
He says, I'd keep that a little low if I was you. You just don't know.
Yeah,
we don't.
we know we're all friends of the
Feather.
Raven. Yeah,
Right,
friends of the
right.
Feather, right.
Listen, Strahd's got spies everywhere. We don't know
Alright.
what, I'm looking out for you guys. I just, I
We
just,
got some travels ahead.
I just wish you the best of luck. I'd hate to see anything happen to you guys.
Think we could get some rooms and just drink here all day?
No, absolutely.
Let's do it.
Word. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
All right.
A map to those mountains would be handy too.
Yeah, if
Or
you
at
have a
least
map.
some directions.
He says I can. What are you doing? You going to the Balanock Mountains?
Well, we just
Yes.
want to know where they are.
Yeah.
Okay.
What are our options?
He circles it on the
Tomorrow.
map.
Perfect.
It says Balanock's up there. Anything else you're looking for?
Amber Temple.
Mm.
It says Amber Temple, huh? What are you doing there?
We're not doing anything. We're just curious where it's
I'm just
at.
curious to know where it's at.
We just want to get the lay of the land.
He's like, even if you had something to do there, I mean, it's incredibly dangerous. But I can show you.
We're good with danger.
We love danger.
Seems like it, man. He's like, even with what we've got, our little network spread across Barovia, we weren't able to do, half of what you guys pulled off. So he marks Amber Temple and the Balanock Mountains.
Perfect.
Nice. Awesome.
You're
So we
home.
can rest up here, regain our spell slots,
Yeah.
What's
All
the
right.
menu?
heal. Look at the menu.
Menu today?
Yeah.
Yeah, I could eat.
All right.
He
I
says,
gotta go.
Yeah. I think we should call it now.
Let's call it. He says, last thing, we'll end it on this. He says, I believe we have buffalo pot pie.
That sounds amazing.
Nice.
I'll take one. Thanks.
I'll take 3.
Good. They're pretty big, so you could probably split them, 2 of them for the entire party here.
Oh.
Yeah, is this lady here who's this beautiful woman with you? Is she eating with you? Hi,
Yeah.
madam. Since I'm Edwin.
This is Anna from
Anna, the
Kresk.
Baroness of Kresk.
Kresk.
Oh. She looks a little shy.
Yeah, don't be shy. He's our
You're
friend.
fine.
She won't
He's
bite.
cool.
She's kind of
Nice.
blushing a little bit. And he kisses her hand.
Sweet.
Styles like, aren't you married?
It doesn't matter. Different city. Different
He's like,
zip
yeah,
code.
my wife's right there. It's fine.
Different
All right.
family.
Different zip code.
Okay, so you guys hang out with the boys in the
Yeah.
tavern there?
And
Yep.
sleep, and
Yep.
we'll pick it
So
up
it's
next week.
probably about, at this point, it's probably around 3:30ish.
That works.
So, yeah. Y'all can figure out something to do for that time period.
Oh, yeah.
Head out in the morning. All right?
All right.
All right.
Call it.
Cool.
See you next week, everybody.
Bye.
All right.
Yeah, are we... So it's good for next week, right? What is it? December? Yeah. Yeah, we're good.
Yeah.
Good.
All right.
Have a good night.
Sweet.
Night.
Later.
Later.